Welcome to Ghoulish Gab, always spooky, always under 7 minutes. Remakes, you either hate them or you talk shit about them and you love them. I don't know. It's a divided subject amongst movie fans, but guess what? They happen. They're going to happen whether you like it or not. So we've talked about it before. But today we're going to talk about horror movies that we would like to see remade.
Yes.
Like, what are some movies that we think could use a new treatment? Seymour is going to join us too because he's a little bog demon today.
Yes, exactly.
I want to start with one that I don't know if this is going to be controversial or not, but I think Phantasm could really benefit from a modern retelling. I think the first movie is very haunting. It's kind of slow paced, which is fine, but as a franchise, it's just kind of all over the place. Towards the end of the final movie is garbage, but it also suffers from they couldn't really do what they wanted to do with all the effects for some of those movies. So I think it could really benefit from a modern retelling. Of course, it would have to be done kind of in the same haunting vibe,
for sure.
But to see a new version of the Tall Man and those orbs and whatever other weird shit that they maybe couldn't do with those movies in the past, I think it could be beneficial.
And some part of me wonders if they didn't know the direction they were going to take when they started that series.
I don't think so.
Maybe having that in their mind when they remade them would allow for a more clear, concise storyline between the movies.
Well, there was quite a big gap between the original and the first sequel, if I remember too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, who knows what they were trying to do with some of those movies. I mean, the limitations of the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
But I personally, I think I would like to see somebody tackle that, and if it ever happens, hopefully it's done well.
A lot of my choices for this are not because I don't like the film, but because of that same thing. There's a lot of movies I think could be remade. There are remakes I don't like, and I think they went too far, but this is more, I think they could do more because of what technology is available now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to mention my first choice of Phantom of the Paradise from 1974.
Ooh, yeah.
So for those of you who haven't seen it, it's like a rock opera version of Phantom of the Opera, which Phantom of the Opera has been done to death, and you're never going to see me be mad about that because I love Phantom of the Opera. But this is one of my favorite versions. It's got this like glam rock 70s edge to it, and apparently I found this out, Daft Punk calls it one of their favorite films, like the members call it one of their favorite films.
That makes sense.
And that it was a huge inspiration for them. And I think there would be a way to tie in Daft Punk with a remake of Phantom of the Paradise.
Yeah, you could do a lot just by updating the music.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go full emo with it. I mean,
full emo. He would be an emo boy, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And there's more that we know now about record labels and the evil record label tycoon that could kind of tie into that storyline that's more available to the public now than it was in the 70s.
Yeah, or even like a more futuristic version of it might be kind of cool too.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of potential. I love that movie as well, but I think there's a lot of potential to try to retell that story in a different way. One that I thought of that I don't really know that you could update in certain ways is 976 Evil.
Okay.
Because it's such a great movie, but of course it hinges on a 976 number, which I know I talked about this movie in some other episode, but that used to be a pay per minute type of phone call that you would make, and usually you could hear things you shouldn't hear, or use it for lots of reasons. But they could kind of do something with that. Of course, you'd have to make it more website based.
Yeah.
But I think that you could do kind of a cool modern reimagining of somebody getting possessed by using a naughty website instead of a naughty phone line.
You could make it app-based, too.
And that would actually work, too. And I'm sure in some ways that kind of story has been done, but to kind of put the 976 Evil, I don't even know if you could call it that. You know what? I don't know. Maybe there's something you can do with that, maybe not. Maybe not. I think you can take that concept and update it, but I don't know if you can keep the title. So maybe that makes it pointless. I don't know.
Another one that I think could be well remade is Chopping Mall from '86. Because obviously that movie is about security robots gone awry. And with the rise of more and more AI being an issue, that would be an angle. And also there's the whole death of the mall. Like, we are seeing a rise in shopping malls being more popular again. I think a lot of it has to do with the cost of retail space versus brick and mortar buildings. And I feel like there's an angle you could go there with, like, ooh, these malls are resurging in popularity. We better up the ante on this security. And but then you keep the base of it, which is teenagers getting stuck in a mall after hours.
You could maybe do it inside of like an Amazon shipping center instead. Of course, then you lose the title Chopping Mall.
Yep.
So you can only update it so much. But yeah, I love that movie. But again, like the robots in it were like so they're like this big and they're
they
so
look like
corny.
Alpha 5 from Power Rangers.
They're like vacuum cleaners that somebody put arms on. I mean, it's pretty. Yeah, that one could definitely use some updating. Wow, we already talked ourselves out of time here. Mention some movies that you think could use a reimagining, an update, a reboot, etc., etc. And tell us that in the comments.
Okay, bye.